Alright guys, we're back with the one-eyed bandit in his Chevy Blazer. He's having problems changing his front brakes. First one he started on, top pin completely snapped off. Bottom pin, we couldn't get it out. And for some reason my wrench won't stay on the T-handle. And I'm not trying to strip it out. I've tried to weld a nut onto this end here 2 or 3 times, and the nut just twists off. So I don't care about my T-handle set. They're cheap from Harbor Freight. So I just welded it in right there. So T-handle's welded in, and I did weld a wrench on it, but it wasn't coming free. So I started using pliers, and bolt's coming out now. So we got new pins. We're not worried about these. Don't really care about this T-handle. It's a bigger 10mm. I don't use very often. So we're gonna get this one out of here, and then we're gonna figure out how to get that top one out. So I'll bring you guys back when we're working on the top one. Update, bottom bolt's out. I had to cut the end off over here because it wouldn't slide all the way through from where I tried to weld the nut on over here twice. So we just lopped a little piece off here, and now we're working up here. It was giving us problems. So
I'd say cut right along the edge of here to where you still got enough to grip onto it.
I'm trying to get this little slide here,
yeah,
all the way in, because if I can get that slide all the way in, I should be able to get it free, because down here the slide's all the way out.
Yeah.
So if I can get these slides off this thread, which should give me enough room with how I got it cut here, I'll be able to slide it off and then just work the threads. So that's where we're at, guys. Don't know how well y'all can see, but there's some thread showing over here. I'm going to try to get this little collar slid in and try to get the whole caliper off, and then we'll get that bolt out. I'll show you how we're going to do it here in a minute. Guys, we just cut this side of the pin right here, and we're going to try to, alright, so you can see where I cut into it a little bit, but when he does calipers, that'll be alright. We ain't too worried about that. But now that's off, we can punch that out of there, and then we got to get that dreadful bolt out of there with no head on it. So we're going to see how we're going to do that here in a minute, guys. Guys, so I took the bolt that we pulled out the bottom, and I was able to find a nut that kind of semi-screwed on. So I got it screwed on as far as I could. You see there's not really a gap, and I welded the crap out of the nut. So, moment of truth, I poured some water on it so it'd cool. But alright, so it looks like it's moving. Don't know how well you guys can see, but the whole thing's moving. So that there is how you get stripped and snapped caliper bolts off. This is a Chevy Blazer, so it worked for me this way. I don't know if it'll work for you guys, but good luck. I hope you the best, and stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.